Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So today it is Friday the 24th of January and we now have all 6 songs competing for Eurosong 2025. The national selection, the national final for Ireland, where the winner will represent Ireland at Eurovision 2025 in Switzerland. So it goes without saying, there's definitely some momentum going into this national final after Bambi Thug last year doing obviously a huge, monumental, successful thing. Like in the sense of it was wow, and as a result it gave faith, it gave courage and it gave inspiration to people in Ireland and Irish Eurovision fans. So I think there was some rumblings from Irish social media content creators that we should expect good things from this national final. So yes, I am excited. So there are 6. Because there are 6, I educated myself. I checked out some information on all 6 just to kind of open my eyes somewhat. So I'm not going in this completely blind. So I need to check out these 6 and yeah, work out which ones of these are my favourites and whether my favourites correspond with the general masses. So let's check them out. Okay, so song 1, we have Bobbi Arlo. So research tells me that the sound of Bobbi is blending club-ready beats with deeply personal lyrics. Be down for deeply personal lyrics. Not so sure on the club-ready beats. Niall Horan is a fan. Kudos. And Bobbi has sold out shows in Dublin. So as a result, we're evidently dealing with already a well-known artist. Evidently some success already. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay, we're 30 seconds in. I wasn't sure necessarily aesthetics wise whether this was going to be too cool for me, but I'm definitely digging the dark edgy beat so far. It is still, from what I can hear, Shane accessible. I wasn't sure from the aesthetics whether after Bambi's success last year we were going to get something more alternative, but no, this is accessible so far. Yeah, so there's a particular beat to this song that reminds me of Hatari from Iceland. And despite that being a rock song and me not necessarily being drawn to rock, I really, really like that song because of part of the production that this equally sounds like. So I'm already pleasantly happy and surprised at myself that I'm, enjoying this one. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not really going to draw a Bambi comparison because I feel it's unjust because the sound of this sounds nothing like Bambi last year, irrespective of Bobbi's discography or Bambi's discography, if there is crossovers. The only crossover is it's dark and edgy, but they're not similar. But ultimately, I don't know necessarily the aesthetics that Bobbi brings on stage, because if this is successful and it does go to Eurovision, then what you don't want is people saying that Ireland have found this route because they were successful last year and are trying to repeat it or mimic it. So I'm hoping in regards to aesthetics that we see in Eurosong, in Late Late Show, there is definitely something distinct and unique that the comparisons won't happen. Yeah, I'm really, really happy because I thought this was going to be too cool and edgy for me. So as a result, I would probably struggle to say much. But it is cool and edgy, I think. But I don't normally navigate towards those songs. But there is something, I think it's something in the production. I'm really enjoying kind of the bass element in the song that's giving it that dark edge. And I'm not going to say that there are pop elements because people might come for me. But there must be because, yeah, I'm enjoying this one. Screw it, I think it is poppy. It is poppy. I think that's a real positive start. I don't know whether there was any kind of logic behind which song was released first, because Eurosong went with the UMK model this year, releasing them one a day. I don't know whether they decided to put a strong one out first to whet people's appetites, or whether it was just pulled out at random, or whether it's alphabetical. I don't know. But nonetheless, this is a great start. I'm going to give that one, because I did and was, I'm going to give that one an 8.1. I find that song very credible. I can see the song appealing to different groups of people, including me, who's a pop addict. And it is dark, it is edgy. And as I said, my only, irrespective of the fact I like the audio track, I'm now starting to wonder, aesthetics, what's this going to look like in Eurosong, just to make sure that there isn't the comparison with Bambi last year. Because, we don't want that. Right, okay, cool. Okay, song 2, we have Reylta. She is from Galway. She makes music for mystics, mortals, and mythic beings. Okie doke. So I think we're going to get some kind of Celtic magical theme, maybe. Right, fire. Song 2. Okay, we're a minute and 15 seconds in. I'm digging. Initially, it was a Celtic vibe, and then in the chorus, it wasn't as evidently so. Obviously, the feel of the song, I guess, fits with that quote. She makes music for mystics, mortals, and mythic beings. There's not much of a hook on that chorus for me thus far, but I have a slight reservation moving forward. That the chorus itself, not sure there's enough of a hook on it. I like this bit. So the production of this song, the sound and feel of this song, is a song that I wouldn't be against. It's just, for me, I am a bit of a chorus guy, and I love a hook on a chorus. And irrespective, I guess, of the feelings this song gives you, because it is kind of ethereal-ish, but you do want a hook on a chorus. I do. Okay, I mean, listen, how many times has Ireland been accused of sending songs that we don't want them to send, because we want them to send Irish-sounding songs in regards to what we think Irish-sounding songs sound like? And they deliver it at Junior Eurovision, and then at Adult Eurovision, well, I mean, Bambi Thug couldn't be further away with what we think and perceive Irish music to sound like. Let's just say, like, Ireland of old, the Ireland that was very successful at Eurovision. And so, as a result, we've got one song in the 6 that sounds Irish. So as a result, I've got to be very careful in regards to what I say, because I'm going to contradict myself, because I think even I've said that I would like Ireland to send a song that's similar to Solas from Sophie. Freaking love that song. So, but this is not that. Solas has a melody on a chorus, a hook. This is just, let's just say this is probably a performance song, right? You can hear in the chorus, in regards to how the vocals are singing Fire, that it's probably going to be delivered with a emotive performance. So even with that, I can't imagine my thoughts on the song are going to change that much. So I'm going to give that one a 6. Yeah. Okay, song 3 is ADGY. I did know that he was taking part. I was very excited because I did really like his song in 2023. I'm too good for your love. Bless him. That song was a great song that just wasn't allowed to shine in the Late Late studio. It's my assessment, basically. So I'm really glad he wasn't put off by that experience and he came back, because yeah, that song was a good song. So he's from Donegal, and apparently we're getting a Celtic pop anthem. So I know he's a really successful songwriter. I think he's signed up to Universal as a songwriter, my understanding is. But what is exciting is the producer of this one. He is from Ukraine, and he was the producer behind Kailash Orchestra and Aliona and Jerry Hell's song last year. Both great songs, both great produced songs. Is that English? Well-produced songs. So I have high expectations. A Celtic pop anthem. He's back is our ADGY 2023 to 2025, sporting, bleached hair. Where's this song going? It's a long intro before we're a minute in. We had the chorus. Oh, this is the chorus. There we go. But I'm going to take it back. Sorry. I was really perplexed. I was like, this is a long lead up to something. Huh? Right. Does take a while to get going before we have this musical interlude. You can certainly hear it is the same producer as Ukraine last year. When I read Celtic pop anthem, I thought of Ryan Dolan. So that both excited me and also concerned me at the same time. But ultimately, I wouldn't say that this is a Celtic pop anthem. The musical interlude did save it somewhat for me. We're now an hour? That doesn't bode well. We're 1 minute and 25 seconds in. I think when in 2023, ADGY was serving like unashamed pop. This is cool, but I just feel it's going like this at the moment. I'm not sure. I just think it's a nice song. I'm not intrigued. I'm not sitting here thinking I'm gonna listen to this again straight after. But I do love this musical interlude. So I'm torn. And listen, these violin moments sound very Irish, so it bears repeating. I do like an Irish Celtic flair in the production when Ireland sends its songs. I also like a song that has more of an oomph. Okay, all right. I'm going to give that one a 7 for the respect that I have for ADGY, and also the production on that one you can hear is decent. The musical interlude showcases that clearly. I just don't think there's much going on. Auditory-wise, I don't know. There does seem to sound potential in regards to do things on stage to captivate us, particularly lead up to the musical interlude. But yeah, not too sure. Okay, so we have song 4. We have EMMY. To say I was unbelievably surprised when I read yesterday that EMMY was competing at Eurosong in Ireland, when a lot of us are familiar with her efforts in Norway, particularly 2021 with Witchwoods, which that MGP, hands down, is probably one of the strongest national finals of any country ever, in my opinion. So I'm excited to see her face again. I've been waiting to see her back in MGP. So interesting that she's in Ireland. I couldn't see any connection on the internet between her and Ireland, but that doesn't need to have one if that's not there, if that's within their rules. She has 1.2 million followers on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I can't enjoy that. And she has been in 2024 working in or taking part in songwriting camps in LA, Latvia, and France. So evidently she was creating music and she evidently felt this was the best one. So Laika Party. Huh. Wait, is this... So I thought it before, but now I'm hearing the lyrics. What I'm absolutely loving is a Norwegian singer is singing a song called Laika Party, a cult song for MGP, which most of us, I think, love. The Hungry Hearts Laika, that connection, I'm absolutely loving. It's a random connection, but it doesn't matter. I now want to listen to Lonely Hearts Laika. This is very Scandinavian sounding. It sounds very similar to a song that Dolly Style would release, which is probably why I'm loving it. What I have to respect about this song is, do you remember Rachel Good 2022, I'm Loving Me? I really, really liked that song, but it did sound a little dated. And moreover, I couldn't see Ireland picking it. I have a question mark whether Ireland would pick this, but you can even hear in the production, this does feel more fresh. This does feel more expensive. And so for that, I'm appreciating the song, but my question mark is, would Ireland vote for this? I'm not sure. Look, it's an earworm, but I just feel like I listen to this type of music a lot. Like, I will just put on like a Dolly Style playlist, and so if you're gonna deliver this, it has to, in my opinion, like, it has to like exceed Dolly Style Habibi, for example. And like, I'm appreciating the sound. It's the sort of sound that I listen to. But like, yeah, it's not much different to a Dolly Style playlist that I would listen to once every couple of weeks. So I'm not saying it shines. There's nothing about this song that says it's like a standout. It's within the remit of music that I like. And that's the thing that's making me smile. Interesting shake up there. This song is really trying. Like, the production on this one is really good. It's shoving every pop cliche within these 3 minutes. Look, I like this song, but I really like these sounding songs. So I can already hear certain pockets of the Euro fandom already writing this one off. I do question whether this is going to be a song that Ireland will buy. But irrespective of that, like, yeah, from all the songs that we've heard so far, that's more Shane. But like I said, it could just slot quite nicely into a Dolly Style playlist. And it wouldn't be one that I would showcase on the playlist, if that makes any sense. But loved it for what it was. It's more me. So I'm going to give that one an 8. An 8 out of 10. So yesterday, the same time that I found out EMMY was participating in Eurosong, within 10 seconds, I got over that quite quickly because I saw that this was happening. So she is shady because she went on to Nicky Byrne, has done Eurovision, but is more famous for Westlife, and said that she'd never been asked and she would do it if she'd been asked. And I then went to a social media platform to say, if she ever did it, I would lose my mind. Now, she's back. And so I am unbelievably, there are no words. Samantha Mumba's song lately, not then, but in the last 5 years, changed my life. One of my friends saw her perform it at Mighty Hoopla in London and recorded it. Well, I missed the first minute because they just became so overwhelmed and had a religious experience and recorded it and showed me. And then I just had this rebirth of my love for Samantha Mumba's lately. This better be good. This better be good. Oh yeah. So is there any facts that we know about Samantha? Right, Samantha, I didn't realise she was 17 when she released Gotta Tell You. Gotta tell you. That's crazy. And I knew it went to America, but I didn't realise it was like, it went to number 4 in the Billboard charts. Right. Samantha Mumba, please be good. It's very dark. I mean, she's grown up, right? This is very mature sounding. I wasn't sure, but the shake-ups changed things. This is very interesting. Not sure about that shake-up. This is a performance song. This needs to be performed. There's a lot going on in this song. It's really difficult to pigeonhole. Samantha Mumba. I have a lot of questions. That song is doing a lot of things, and as I said, it was very difficult to pigeonhole, and as a result, it is also more challenging to work out kind of what group of Eurovision fans or people at home are going to navigate towards this. As I said, the production itself seems to, on the face of it, be a performance song. So as a result, it's quite difficult to properly judge on the studio version alone. But I wasn't sure. I was sat here very apprehensive. And then, yeah, when that initial beat came in and then a further beat came in with more layers of sounds, I was like, this is a song that evidently thought has gone into it, irrespective of the lyrics or maybe the melody, but certainly the production, thought and time has gone into it, and I respect that. And I'd assumed that she wouldn't come to Eurosong with a weak song. Right. That is challenging though. Okay, Samantha Mumba, I am going to give that one a 7.8. 7.8. It's not necessarily a track that I'm now buzzing to listen to. It wasn't a track where I had some sort of emotive response. It equally wasn't a track where I was like, we've got a Eurovision winner. I had more kind of positive vibes with Bobbi's song in regards to that factor. So, yes. Right, song 6, the final song. So we have, I'm assuming you pronounce it NIYL, from Limerick. Sheds light on challenges and thrills of being queer in the county of Limerick, I think. His music is inspired by London grammar. Now, you would think that London grammar wouldn't be the sort of sound that I would navigate towards, but I have heard songs from London Limerick? I have heard songs from London Grammar, and yeah, I could be down with that. Quite like this one. I love the beat in the back. This one's interesting. This part of the song is very good. And that beat, that stays with you. I'm enjoying these layers of sounds now. And the song builds. I love a song that builds. This song's got something about it, right? Oh, I enjoyed that one. Right, okay. That's challenging. That's really challenging. I'm gonna give that one an 8. Okay, so I'm not gonna lead with saying this is the best Eurosong ever, or this is the best national final ever that Ireland's ever had. What I can say is the breadth is the best. So I think with Eurosong, my response to Eurosong has always been positive, but it's not been necessarily for all of the songs. So what I want to say from my end is it was nice to have 6 songs where there was no duds. 6 songs where you understand why it's there. 6 songs to suggest that probably there were some decent songs that didn't get it or didn't make the top 6. So we've got a variety of sounds, and I think each sound has a market, and I think each song sounds credible and respectable in its own right. So yeah, I'm not going to make a bold statement and be like, this is the best national final Ireland's ever had. I don't think that's necessary. But what I can say is the breadth of songs, the quality of songs is the best. I don't know if it's saying the same thing, but hey, that's what I want to say. So with that said, my top 6 is on personal taste alone. So I also want to stress that also. Okay, so in 6th place, it's Reylta from Galway. So for me, I'm not against cultural, ethnic, Celtic, Gaelic sounds. For me, it was just the fact there wasn't enough of a melody on the chorus. I don't remember the song now. So yeah, I appreciate she makes music for mystics, mortals, and mythic beings. I am immortal, thank you very much. But yeah, there's not enough of a hook on that song. But I might be swayed. It's again similar to another song. That song, I'm not saying is written to be performed. I think it is a good studio track for people who can connect with it. But I can already tell from the way the song is sung in the studio track that it probably will definitely be amplified live. In 5th place, I've got ADGY. I do appreciate the production of the song, and I don't know whether that's necessarily because I've been swayed because I know who the producer is, but the musical interlude, you can't not deny that that sounds quality and sounds decent. I just feel that the song doesn't really go anywhere. It's a nice sounding song, don't get me wrong. And like the first minute, I even, if you watch the reaction, I stopped. I was like, is this song going anywhere? And so whilst I really like ADGY, while I feel justice for ADGY, I feel this isn't the song. But it does sound credible. It does sound well produced, but I just feel there's no peaks and troughs. There's no build. It is what it is, and it plods along with a nice little production and his nice little voice. But for me, that's it. Okay, in 4th place, it's difficult, but I have got Samantha Mumba. I wasn't obviously expecting that sound because I was coming in with my own prejudices, assuming that she's going to be delivering a 90s bop. Of course she's not. Of course she's not. But it was nice to hear where her sound is now. It definitely sounded very mature. I wasn't too sure in the first part of the song, but when the beat kicked in, I appreciate it more. There's enough in that song that makes me want to re-listen to it. There's enough in that song for make me to go back and check it out again. So I'm not ruling it out completely, but I'm also not sitting here naturally excited either. But there is something about that song which we shouldn't rule out. I think there is something really good with this song that can be done, particularly visually, in regards to what we see on stage. And yeah, it's not necessarily right now a song that I'm not sure whether it would join a playlist of mine, but there is something about that song. I hope no one's writing it off and saying that, you know, it shouldn't go to Eurovision. I think that would be unwise and unfair. My third place goes to EMMY. So listen, I think out of all the songs, this is the song that's more my type of music, but I listen to this type of music all the time. So as a result, maybe my bar is slightly higher. It is unbelievably catchy. It has every single pop cliche going on in those 3 minutes. They're trying different things within the pop world to, make people like me salivate. But I don't know. I mean, I remember last year in MGP with Super Rob. Like, I remember everyone getting really excited about that. Listening to that first time around, I wasn't sure. By the time it got to MGP, I was absolutely obsessed with it. And I really enjoy it now. So, I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm not writing this song off. It's my second. It's a third. It's my third. It got 8 out of 10. It's just I listen to this type of music a lot. So, yeah. But within the genre, it would fit into a playlist of that genre and be there proudly, and I would listen to it and enjoy it, but I don't necessarily think it would showcase that playlist. So yes, but very much a Shane song. There'll be others out there like me that probably will have already salivated. I'm not convinced Ireland's going to go for it, but if they do, they've got a decent pop track on their hands, is all I can say. My second is NIYL, and I don't think, and I hope I haven't been suckered into NIYL as an artist and what kind of art NIYL puts out there, but it's within the kind of bracket of things that I respect, admire, and am passionate about. But the song itself, there is something not just credible, but remember, I don't normally go for credible and cool, but I really liked it. So I think that might be something that maybe some people find value in, but I really, really liked the song. The beat on the song, that was the thing. I was like, I can't get out of the song because I'm attached to this beat. The build, I love a build in a song. And the build in this song is great. I really enjoyed it. So that's my second place. And kind of strange in regards to obviously people who subscribe and follow my channel, they probably wouldn't assume that I would put Bobbi as number one. But I've put Bobbi as number one for a multitude of factors. Number one, it's the one that stands out the most for me for Eurovision. I always want Ireland to succeed. I always want Ireland to do well. So I have that in my mind as well. But moreover, again, people wouldn't assume that I would really like Hatari, but I still listen to that song now. And there is a similarity in my ears between these two songs with a particular dark beat that's going on. And that's why I like the Hatari song. It's that dark beat that runs throughout the rock number, and this song has it. So automatically, my eyes have kind of perked up. I don't know whether Bobbi would respect me for saying this or appreciate me saying this. It's poppy. There are pop elements to this song, and I think that's why you've got me sat here putting Bobbi as number one, because it has kind of cheesy elements to obviously an artist who is well respected for sounds that they've produced in the past. But for me, this is the number one song for Ireland. And for me, this is the number one song that stood out in regards to its immediacy, and the song that I instinctively right now want to listen to again. I enjoyed that national final. I get why Irish social media content creators are actively promoting this song contest at the moment, because it should be a song contest that Irish people are proud of. So yeah, those are my 4 thoughts after one listen. I must stress that. Was my initial reaction to the first listen of those 6 songs. But more importantly, what do you think? Please let me know in the comments below. What's your thoughts on these songs? Which ones do you think could do out Eurovision? Which one do you think is going to win? Do comment below. And if you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.